We're recording. You're listening to the Tune Up and Jam podcast. Ready? Go.
This is episode 17. We're back at Saint Rocke.
Tune Up and Jam.
All right, tune up, turn up, get down, and start jamming. Once again, hello and shukran.
Shukran.
Shukran is the Tune Up and Jam podcast. My name's Rich. Here's Francis right here with me.
Hello.
Shukran is thank you in Arabic. Arabic. I never thought I'd know any Arabic, but I know it now. Shukran. So here we are back at Saint Rocke in Hermosa Beach, and we're here for week 2 of the Sound Collective hosted by Josh Arbour and Kira Lingman. They are here to give some stage space and to introduce some local artists who are from this area. Not only just this area, but last week we found out there were some from Sacramento all the way on down to Temecula and around. So actually, we just saw Peter Knutson get off the stage. He was just finished, and we actually had him on last week. And here he is again. What's up, Peter? How are you doing, man?
Good. How's it going, guys?
Good, man. You walked right into this at the perfect time, man.
Perfect timing.
So
That's how I planned it.
Let me ask you, how did it compare to last week? This week compared to last week, how'd it go?
This is great. To be perfectly honest, I was very nervous last week. I hadn't performed in front of anybody in a long time. So again, it's huge thanks to Josh and Kira for allowing me to do so. I met some great people in this band called Chills.
Yes.
Last week, and they invited me to play with them on Saturday, so I played on Saturday as well. So feeling a little more prepared.
Burrito sushi place?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, place is bomb.
Did you have any?
I did. The Nicole, the woman who sings in that band, gave me half her sushi burrito.
Well, she's the one that brought it up on last week. So
oh,
that's
perfect.
We
shout
heard
out
about
to
that. She swore by them. Yeah.
Shout out to Nicole then for the sushi burrito.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and was it as advertised?
Very bomb.
Oh,
no complaints. Sloopy's
right.
delivers.
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. So shout out to Chills also, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Amazing musicians, incredible music. I was blown away.
Yeah. Was it a full night gig for you guys, or?
I played 5 songs.
Okay.
There's another man by the name of Micah played amazing music. Played a Misfits cover, and then Chills played a full I think it's 10-song set. It was
nice.
Beautiful.
Good. That's perfect. That's what this kind of thing is all about. Getting you guys, all of us together, and to network and get
build that
gigs
community.
Build that community.
Definitely.
So,
couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah. So I was wondering, I was going to ask a lot of people actually, this is, what did you play? 4 songs tonight? 5 songs tonight? 4 songs?
Yeah, I played 4 songs. Wasn't planning on it, but Josh pressured me to play an extra one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you prepare for 4 songs and get your voice ready? And then, because really a lot of times it seems like singers feel like they're just warming up after 2 or 3 songs, and then you're kind of done after 4. So how do you approach that?
Well, to be honest, I haven't played music in a long time. I only know about 4 songs that still are meaningful to me that I would play. I mean, I've written in dozens of songs, but I wouldn't play anymore. They don't ring true. So I played the songs that still mean something to me that I still feel are honest. And as far as preparation, do a couple hums and buzzes before I get up there, but then maybe plan the set to be a little more mellow and not have any high notes right up front.
Yeah.
So you kind of, soothe into it or mellow into it.
Yeah, but so you strategically plan your final song to be the one that's probably more grueling on the voice, or asks a little more out of your voice.
Yes, to the extent of the last song I played tonight was not the most difficult vocally. Is actually pretty low register, but it's a song that means a lot to me, and it's about the emotion of this song, and I want my voice to match the truth in the lyrics, to match the intensity of it, where I'm at when I'm feeling, So I'm concentrating a lot on what I say and how I say it and when I say it, and so yes, but no, not the most range-wise. It was not as challenging.
Okay, all right, because I'm kind of I'm a good. I love to follow a set list, but I'm not good at creating the set list, And I always wonder what thought goes into creating a set list, even if it's a 3 or 4 song set. So it's kind of interesting to find that out from your perspective.
Yeah, the only thought I had is I got one song that like means a lot to me, but it's very sad. It's like about death and thoughts about like why people die and what why would God allow that, and also like why do you live your life, or what's important to you and what does that mean, and sort of challenging the listener to like have a purpose. Like don't just live life to live life. Live it because you're passionate about something, because life means something to you, because something strikes you and it moves you. So like respond to that and have something to say, essentially. But the song's kind of a downer, so I try to put that one in the middle. That way I'm not starting off with it and not ending it with it.
Right. You want them to remember you a little bit more positive, I guess. Well, it's still a positive thing because it's your message, but...
no offense taken. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm saying it, dude. It's a bummer of a song to listen to. I get it.
Hey, it's art, man. It's what you want to express. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
We have somebody on stage right now, so I think we probably should start wrapping up.
No doubt.
So that we can give him some time on the stage. But you want to go ahead and put a couple more plugs in for where people can find you or reach you?
Yeah, totally. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is PeterJKLMNOP. That's my Instagram handle. I don't use Facebook, and it's been a blessing in my life, although I understand the value of the tool.
Right. I get why you wouldn't want it also.
Yeah.
I get it.
By the way, cool handle, by the way, for Instagram.
Yeah.
Thanks. My last two initials are JK, so I just kept going afterwards.
JKLMNOP.
Yeah, thanks.
Rolls right off the tongue, too.
And then if you want it, I got a couple acoustic recordings if you want them. Anybody can email me at my personal email, and that's pjknutson@gmail.com.
Awesome. And again, we can get that through the podcast website as well. podcast@tuneupandjam.com.
Cool.
Okay, and then we can link that to you.
Awesome.
All right, man. Great to see you again.
Dude, thanks so much,
Take
guys.
it easy, man.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks again, man.
Thanks, Peter.
When I'm gone, my name will come to fade. And if you were to sing my praise, you could hear it from the grave. And haven't lived to you no loss, and I've lived more than I'd like. Count the cost as the coffins drop and slowly lowered out of sight. And tell me, what do you stand for? What do you celebrate? What would you die for? What do you hate?
I'm going to introduce the next act. I performed with Ryan Trask a few months back with my band, and his band Niantic is incredible. He's going to do a solo stripped-down set tonight. Let's let him take it away. Ryan Trask, everybody, give him a round of applause. Thank you.
It's not beneath you, it's beneath you. And you swim deeper than the light can reach, and you sink 50,000 leagues.
All right. Here we are with Ryan Trask on the Tune Up and Jam podcast here at Saint Rocke. He just got off the stage. So, Ryan Trask, Zizix. Tell me about it. Tell me about the song Zizix, which you just ended with.
God, this is a story that deserves some time, honestly.
Okay.
This is a story about me hanging out backstage with Jason Molina and Johnny Hickman from Magnolia Electric Company and Cracker. And they were like, your song needs more sex in it. And I was like, but it's about a road trip. And I'm like 16 at the time. They're like, your song needs more sex. And I'm like, what's that? So I went back and found out what that was. And then over a couple of bottles of whiskey and a couple years with those guys, I kind of figured out how to make this song about just kind of the psychedelic escape to the desert and what have you.
Nice. I've passed that exit millions of times, and I never thought that much about it, and you obviously have, and I loved it.
Well, really, it's just Jason Molina and Johnny Hickman smiling. Johnny's still alive. Jason passed away, but just smiling down on us, being
Awesome.
like, come up with some shit.
Awesome.
And we stretch it out live, and you could just imagine it get this gnarly.
Totally.
Yeah.
So you're also the lead singer for
Niantic. Yeah.
Niantic. Are you also the main songwriter for them too?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you guys have some gigs coming up, or do you yourself have any
We're
gigs
going to have
coming
an
up?
EP release. The best thing you can do right now is follow us at Facebook /ThisIsNiantic or Instagram, same thing.
Cool.
Because we don't know when it's going to be yet. Or Spotify or shit. If you look up Spotify, Niantic's there. Floating Islands is our new single.
Cool.
Floating Islands. I didn't play it tonight because it's beachy. It wouldn't really.
So what you did tonight was a representative of Niantic, or was it your own
just
thing?
imagine a lot louder and stuff.
Okay.
No, but we did. One of the songs is on the new record and so forth. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. We're also
Yeah.
going to play some of your some samples from what you played tonight.
Oh, sure,
on the
yeah.
cast. Yeah.
And Floating Islands is on Spotify and everything. That just came out.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Word.
Good plug.
And also, we want to
Yeah.
make sure we invite you to another time come to the studio with your band, perhaps, and we'll dedicate an entire show just for you.
Anytime.
Promote.
Anytime you
anything
need us, you let me know. You've got my info.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Got
much.
it, man.
All right.
Thanks so
man.
much, Ryan Trask.
Such a sin, but I don't mind. I don't want to do it. Yeah. I am mesmerized by you. Looks you throw me all seems so brand new, and it feels like breaking the rules. But I don't mind, 'cause I'm into you. And now I'm running straight to you, 'cause I'm loving all you do. There is something about you makes me falling to your love taboo. I've run into.
Okay.
right.
So here we are now with Ayline Amirayan.
Ayline.
I'm sorry,
okay.
Ayline.
That's cool.
Ayline Amirayan.
That's all right.
And you just got off the stage a few minutes ago, and I have to first say that I cannot wait to get you in for a full-length podcast for you to come to our studio. I want to invite you to our studio and have
I
a
can't wait.
full-length podcast where you can do like 5-10 songs or something.
Oh my
like that,
God.
because you did 5 songs tonight and you needed to do 15.
Oh my God, thank you.
Because
That's so
I mean
sweet.
your music is amazing.
Thank you.
So tell us about yourself. You're a local.
So I'm a local. I live in Redondo Beach. I've been here for about 22 years. I'm a special ed teacher. I teach adapted physical education. That's what I teach. So
Well. I was going to say, there's a sort of a...
I'm
Go ahead,
special
go
ed
ahead.
teacher as well.
talk to me. What do you do?
I actually teach music and science.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, to kids with learning disabilities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes,
so I
yes.
do the PE part.
Okay, I know you very well.
Yeah. So I do that, but after the birth of my 3 daughters, who are now 12 and 10, I decided I was going to do what I absolutely love in life, because I wanted to be that role model for them. So I went and bought a $3,000 Taylor, taught myself to play the guitar.
Nice.
And I started singing in farmers markets because, I wanted to teach them by example to make sure they do what they love. I like what I do. I love what I do, but it's not my passion. Music's always been my passion. So I started singing about maybe 13, 14 years ago. And I've just kind of built myself up to playing places in Troubadour, El Rey Theater, out in Roxy. I'm out in Hollywood next month. So I'm starting to get more and more, but just less than a year ago, I decided to take a songwriting class because, how did that happen? I tried out for The Voice. I made it through the first round, and I just got cut off right before the TV. And I called my vocal coach, and my vocal coach was, honey, you know what you need to do? You need to start writing your own songs. So since that, I started taking a private songwriting class less than a year ago, and I've busted out about 18 songs.
Wow.
Just for the record, though, absolutely love your voice.
Oh,
Thank
That's why we
you.
couldn't get enough
Powerful.
of that.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's so
and
good.
it
Thank
wasn't
you.
obviously just us because this place erupted when you were finished with every single song.
I felt it. It
you're
felt good.
Yeah, and that's why I couldn't wait to say you have to come in and do
Just
a
let me know when.
full-on, it's 1 2-hour episode. We have a couple other guys. We have one other guy and a girl that actually we do a podcast with as well.
Okay.
And we'd like to have people in and
Just let me know
just
when.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah. So oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I also wanted to just say I love the Amy Winehouse song too. I'm such an
Awesome.
Amy Winehouse
Yeah, me
fan.
too.
And then you came up with that. That was awesome. But Francis, I didn't mean to cut
Thank
you off.
you.
Go ahead.
No. I was going to say, just in the interest of not talking over Josh and Kira at the moment, we can just give some plugs, let everybody know where they can find you and get in contact with you.
You're asking
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
Well,
sure.
Facebook.
Okay.
Follow me on Facebook at Ayline Amirayan.
Can you spell it?
Yes, Ayline is spelled Ayline. So AY line. And then Amirayan is spelled Amirayan. So you can check me out on that. And then I have a band page which is Ayline Amirayan Band.
Okay.
But I post everything on that
That's
main
also
page.
Facebook, or is that
That's Facebook.
Okay,
That's
it's
Facebook.
not .com. Okay.
Instagram, Ayline Amirayan Band. I play a lot at the Lighthouse.
Okay, yeah. In Hermosa
Here
Beach.
in Hermosa Beach,
Yeah, right here.
yeah. And that's pretty much it right now. Because my songwriting has really lifted off, I'm starting to get more and more into the networking and getting more and more out there, and trying to get social media and get someone to build me a website. So it's happening,
Good.
And I'm going to tell you now, right here, this will be the first place that I actually announce it. I'm on my way to the Greek Theater. That's my goal. And because I'm such a competitive soul.
You've heard it here first.
Yes, you've heard it here first, folks. It's going to happen, When is it going to happen? I don't know, but it's on my timeline, and that is my goal. So I see it, I envision it, and I encourage anybody who wants something to go after it because it's going to happen. That's what I believe.
I love it, and I have no doubt that you're going to do it, and
Thank
probably beyond.
Yeah, thank you.
But I got to say, you have amazing energy. I love to hear you talk. I love to hear you sing, and I can't wait to have you in for a longer interview.
Me too. I can't wait to come in.
So
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All
Take
right.
care.
All
Thanks
right,
for
too.
stopping by.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Shine like a diamond and live till I die. My guru, my rock star, my magical man. You got me thinking and believing I can leap from tall buildings so high, superhero style. Thank you. Sing like Fitzgerald, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Maybe blow a horn like Miles. Woo! Them crazy, but your juju's so strong. You make me wanna do something wrong. Hey, my best friend is scandalized. She says that I've lost my grip. She said, baby, you lost your grip. What? Somehow, baby, you just figured how to flip my script. So she shouldn't trip. Let's gorge on dark chocolate. Get high on champagne. Shoplift at Tiffany's.
Rich. Go for it.
Okay, so we are here with the combination of Billboard charting Terry Wollman and the Melanie Taylor soulful soul singer. She took a break from her world tour to step by our podcast,
She
and
just
we
got
are
back.
so lucky. You just got back from a world.
Just
world
got back
tour.
from, I was in the UK with Mr. Barry Manilow, the legendary
God.
Barry Manilow, and we've been on tour with him. I've been on tour with him off and on since 2005, so it's been a pretty amazing ride so far. But we're home now for till further notice, and so I'm just pursuing my own artistry and making music with Terry and with other people, doing a lot of service, like just sitting in and hanging out and meeting new people, and it's really been a great summer.
And how did you end up here at Saint Rocke? Are you local as your home? Are you here in the Hermosa Beach area?
We are
And
local,
you just
but it was actually through the yoga community.
yoga community.
Yeah, it's
And
kind
that
of,
would be Josh.
And that would be
That's
Josh.
definitely Josh.
but it was
Wondering where the connection
kind
was,
of
yeah.
obscure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh and I and Terry used to practice at Yoga Loft. I still do. Shout out to Yoga Loft, my yoga home. And Josh, of course, is a musician, so he would play for some of our classes. We got to know each other. And I lived down in Redondo for a while, and Terry lived right on the west side. So we all kind of came together down here in Manhattan and Hermosa, which we love.
Awesome. And
I'm sorry, just because we have a break in the live music, I think this would be a great opportunity if you want to plug any website or email address or social media.
Sure.
This would be a great time.
You go first.
I'll start. My website is terrywollman.com. That's TerryWollman.com. You can find everything there. It'll take you to my Facebook and Twitter, and I've got a YouTube channel. I do weekly videos every Tuesday, Terry Tuesdays, and I also host my own radio show called Making It with Terry Wollman. That's every Wednesday live from 3 to 4 Pacific Standard Time on entertalkradio.com.
Nice.
That's awesome.
But go to my website. That's where you find everything. That's the portal to my life.
Great,
Awesome.
Terry. How about you, Melanie?
Cool, guys. Thank you very much, first of all, for having us. We really appreciate you supporting the music community. Young musicians, mature musicians, everybody deserves to be supported and encouraged. So we really love mentoring and we're consultants, and we produce records and love to help guide, especially the younger artists that are coming up. So, excuse me, my website is melanietaylormusic.com. And I'm really active on Facebook. You can find me there. Follow me at Melanie Taylor Artist. And that's basically it. Oh, I have a new record out. It's called The Road I'm On. It's an EP and co-produced by Terry Wollman and my friend Jerry Lynn. And that is on iTunes. It's called The Road I'm On. And we also wrote a show based on this record, which is sort of songs and stories from my life. So
Awesome.
We've been performing that around town and on cruise ships and looking to do it anywhere they'll have us or pay us. I'm just kidding.
That's great. No, you got to put that out there.
Gotta
Yep.
pay my guys. I gotta pay my guys.
We actually broke that show in the Caribbean on the Dave Cause Jazz Cruise.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
awesome.
So that's basically what we're up to, and just we both teach and consult, and we mentor and ride our bikes and try to stay healthy. I still have a really strong
Yeah.
yoga practice that keeps me sane, and so
That's
yeah.
good. I think it's a good. Rich, you want to kind of summarize for those who. There's probably been a long time since we've kind of summarized what our intention from the podcast
Well,
is.
yeah, I was just about to say that's kind of. I'm so glad to be here talking to you because I was gonna say that as soon as we're done here, I'm friending you and I'm following you and going to everybody's
do.
website.
Likewise.
Because
Yeah.
our intention with starting this podcast was to try to create a community of musicians and music makers, music supporters, and to help mentor what we could do. Because I'm also a teacher. I teach. I'm a special ed teacher. Actually,
Oh,
I teach kids with
fantastic.
Wonderful.
learning disabilities. And
Good for you.
And I teach music and also some other subjects. But I really wanted to use my passion of music to help get in contact with students and also get up and coming musicians together.
Exactly.
I'm myself, and I'm doing this is up and coming, and
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm kind of expecting that I want to learn more from you and other people like you that I can look up to, and so yeah, so this is great to be in contact with
I'm
you.
so happy you're doing this because it's the sense of community that we all have that we forget. that we have, and I love that you're bringing us all together here tonight.
Yes, thank you.
To
And
share
thank you,
music
Saint Rocke,
and-
and thank you,
yeah.
Josh
Yeah,
and Kira.
shout out to Saint Rocke.
Yeah, we kind of recognized that there was something missing out there. There's a million podcasts out there,
Right.
and things like. But we were like, well, where is it for what we're looking for?
And to throw it out there too, I mean, tonight is just a quick introduction, but we'll definitely have you into the studio when when all the schedules work. But
We'd be delighted to.
we can talk in a little more quieter environment.
We have a
where
lot to talk about.
We sure
Can't
do.
wait. I really can't wait. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you
being
guys
here.
so much for doing this and for keeping
Appreciate
us
it.
all
Thank you, guys.
together, united on this
Appreciate it.
wonderful journey that we're on of music.
And thank you so much.
All right.
pleasure.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
California weather, but I still got the top up. Cause being black might get your shots up. But that's only if the cops spot us. This woman, far like the foreign. Always down to earth, but I'm as high as the Martian. Think it down for the night, make it to the morning. I feel like I'm ballin', but this ain't falling. They are always down to ride, that's why they be calling. But they not always down to ride, gotta ain't no. Pedal to the metal, hear the reverend and the devil when they sounding like. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. When you see me in the streets, I'm the man. Riding in that hoopty of the Jeep, I'm the man. Got a couple dollars and some liquor in my hand. I'm just doing my thing and you wouldn't understand. Yeah, hit, I'm the man. I'm the man. Yeah, hit, I'm the man. I'm the man. Yeah, hit, I'm the man. I'm the man. Yeah, hit, I'm the man.
All right, here we are with Arejeigh just got off the stage, and I got to tell you, man, that was refreshing. The hip hop, rapping, it was awesome, dude. Because
Thanks, man, I
as good as
appreciate
all the artists have been and everything, we were here last week. This week, all the artists have been amazing. You're the first hip hop rapper we've had out
a
here,
lot of pressure.
and nah, man, it was amazing. The energy
Thanks,
was
man.
great. So tell us about your music, man.
Man, all right, so I'm going to make this quick because I know we ain't got too much, but I started off actually as a producer. I was producing for years. Initially, I was based out of New York while I lived in Florida, moved to New York, and I started getting into dance music and electronic music, and I was producing for other artists. And then I just decided to step up in front of the microphones, kind of like that last track you heard on the man. It was just me stepping out to it, and so now I do everything. I'm a producer, artist, writer, I DJ too. So
I was going to ask you all those things too. Now, but I wanted to ask you, what made you decide to do that? What made you decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna go out front too, rather than just produce it? What was
honestly, it was I was starting to record what we call reference records. It's where you put a whole record together and you try to sell it to other artists. And then I started getting I was, man, this sounds good for me. I don't want to give this away. And then so
you were the reference voice.
I was the reference voice initially. I was doing a lot of auto-tune singing, but a lot of singing at the time. And then I just did one rap track for the fun of it, and I was just like, you know what, I made my mind. I'm going to sell for other people too, because that's still a source of revenue. But I want to do this for me, man. I think I'm ready for it, and, it's happening.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, you are too, man. So, like, tell me about some of your influences.
Man, that's, I think what's really dope, I guess the listeners know it's won't really listen, but Tribe Called Quest, like my song I came out to, he played my favorite hip-hop song ever, Electric Relaxation.
I love that song.
And that's like my favorite. So I'm from Queens, New York. Tribe, Nas, Run DM, all those guys. As far as productions go, I knew Ryan Leslie, Neptunes, Timbaland, Jermaine Dupri. I mean, the list goes on. It's just, on the spot.
That's a hell of a list right there.
Yeah.
And that's why you decided to do it yourself. I know it because you knew that I know that's why you decided to do it yourself, because you knew that you had something more than what you were giving other people your stuff to.
I initially put out this one thing. What those reference tracks initially turned into was like kind of a demo project. I never put it out officially, but I kind of put a collection of songs together just to let people know, like whenever I was in the studio with a bigger artist or something like that, hit press play and they're like, that's you don't even sound like that. So it just turned into something completely different, but I'm loving it now. I'm jumping back into creative mode, so it's good to do these songs tonight and get this ball moving.
we should, what we should do, because since we're on location, we got to invite you into the our little studio to talk about it and have an episode dedicated just for you. Talk about everything you want to share music.
That'll be
so that's what we're gonna do.
Hey,
but
man.
before another artist comes on, before the music comes on, I think you should give out a plug, where people can find you.
Plug. So my name is Arejeigh, but I spell it really difficultly. It's actually spelled Arejeigh. So I got the website rj.com, Instagram rj_.
Facebook and like Twitter, Arejeigh Beats. I'm just everywhere, you know. I'm starting to try to make that social media presence a little bit larger. But yeah, just Google the Arejeigh, and you're gonna start to know the name pretty soon. I promise.
All right, everybody, look him up, and we're gonna have that info too. So if you want to get a hold of us, we'll make sure we stay in touch with Arejeigh, and we'll invite him back onto the podcast for his own show.
Hey,
For
I love
sure,
it. I
for
love
sure,
it, guys.
man.
I love it.
All right, Arejeigh.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Arejeigh.
man.
All right.
Thanks.
Breathe in, close your eyes, count backwards to the time when you didn't want to fall apart. When life was still an open jar, we've been shaking shit, sad to go energy. Why did I remember you? Emotions that led you through.
All right, here we are. We're with Nate Weiner from L.A. Riverbend, the frontman for L.A. Riverbend. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your band?
All right. Well, I'm playing with the band for about for just over 2 years, and we're wrapping up our debut record that we recorded in Atwater Village, where we're from, over along the river. Hence the name. It just stuck. If I could go back and change it, I would. But it's here, you know. We're it's
all about the music, man.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So we don't come down here to South Bay at all. But yeah. Well, once the record comes out, you know, we gotta play everywhere.
Play everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you have any gigs coming up in the near future besides the debut album?
Yeah. We just played Hotel Cafe recently, and then we're back.
That's
there.
up in Hollywood.
Yeah, Hotel Cafe over on Cahuenga in Hollywood, and they just booked us for next Saturday. So
that would be September 17th.
If you got it on recall, then I'm going with you, man.
I think something like that. Well, this Saturday is the 17th, so maybe it is.
Right. It's
the following week.
Yeah, exactly. The following week,
which is the 24th.
Okay,
the 24th. All right.
People breaking out the calendars now.
And do you do a lot of the solo work like you did tonight, or is it just kind of like a special one-time thing?
No, not at all. Maybe if I just shake my head, then they'll get that.
They'll hear it. Yeah,
they'll hear it. I mean that's how I started. I'm self-taught, guitarist and whatnot, and playing with Josh when I was starting out as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and with Sara D actually, who's playing right now.
Yes.
Here we can hear.
Here in the background.
Exactly.
Yep.
But no, I play exclusively with the band, you know, with the day jobs and everything like that.
Yeah,
you know, the grind's the grind.
Well, that's what we're all kind of in that boat together, and we're just trying to make a community of all of us that can stick together. All of us musicians who are left, anyway. Because I was actually reading an article recently about how many younger people aren't playing as much, instruments and music anymore, and it's kind of sad. So we got to keep everybody together.
All right, they're going like the electronic route or the electro route.
Either that, or more that, or
they're not playing out as much too.
More about the glamour than it is about the music.
Oh, well, yeah,
that kind of stuff too. So
that'll never go away, man. That's
that's just marketing.
Yeah,
exactly. I need a little bit of that, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of marketing, are there particular web pages or social media sites that you want to plug for yourself or your band?
Yeah, I mean, we got the .com, LA River Bend. I'm just gonna make a big deal about bend and not band. If you look up LA River Band, you're gonna get a cover band of
really?
some elderly gentlemen.
We won't mention the LA River. It's only LA River Bend. B-E-N-D.
Yeah. So, the pun action is phenomenal. So we got the .com, and then we got Facebook, of course, facebook.com/LA River Bend. I mean, we're at all the normal spots: Instagram, Twitter.
Cool, and we'll be looking for your debut album coming out.
Yeah,
soon.
definitely.
Cool, and we'll have you up in the studio. We're actually more closer to you our studio.
It's in Altadena.
Altadena.
Oh, okay. Pasadena area.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly where that's at. Nice.
And I'm in Burbank. He's in Altadena. So, yeah.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I heard you were in Studio City, so
yeah,
know the area well.
Exactly.
Very good.
Sweet.
So,
well, yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, so we'll let Sara D do her thing, and we'll join the audience in checking out her music. So definitely we'll have you in the studio. Appreciate it.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
You could be my sweetheart, but I could be your queen. We could run straight away all down to New Orleans. You could join a brass band, I could sing the blues, you know. We build a fire, just dancing like we do. Yeah, this could be the calling, and never call my name. Oh, this could be the haunting, makes my old boy. Makes them shake. Yeah, you could be a candy man, and I could be your song. We'll sing all melodies till the daylight's gone. You know, you could be the grin that takes me through the night. Yeah, I could be the sunrise in your shutter light. This could be the calling, no, but I don't hear my name. This could be a haunting, makes my old boy.
Cool. So Sara D just got off the stage, and it was a killer version of Folsom Prism that you ended with. And I want to ask you, how do you go? Because it was about 4 songs that you played total tonight.
Yeah.
Your energy just has to be going right now. You're probably ready to play another 8 songs or something like that.
Yeah.
How do you just stop? How do you just end
Well, people cut you off.
Yeah, I guess
you kind of show up to every show with a certain expectation. You know? So I knew I was going to play 3, and I didn't. I chose accordingly.
Good. So are you from the area? Are you from Hermosa?
I grew up out in Ventura County, but lived on the East Coast for a bit. Went to school in Orange County. Then came to Redondo Beach in 2006. Stayed here, lived off Avenue A in PCH for like 8 years, and then I traveled for a few years and then moved downtown. So I don't currently live in South Bay, but I ran a music therapy business here for those 8 years, and very much so a local. And so now I'd come back for gigs here and there.
Awesome. And have you been recording? Have you been performing or recording all over recently here? Or is it or in the LA area in general?
Yeah.
And the whole time when you were living back east, also were you doing that?
I definitely try to play wherever I travel. I try to work those two together, and but since I've moved downtown, since I decided to move downtown, I actually really, really scaled back all my gigs and playing because I wanted to focus on a new record. So but I just played at the Hotel Cafe a week or 2 ago, and then Kira and I, our side project Sunwest, we just had a show, and then
So how is the new record coming along?
Awesome! It's exciting.
When do you expect to release it?
It's still a secret, but hopefully I'll have a few of the tunes out, for the year before the end of the year to give people a little nibbling.
Cool. Are you gonna put them on iTunes?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be my 3rd record. So.
Your 3rd one. Do you want to plug the other 2 with the title?
So my name is Sara D, and the first record is called Enjoy, INJOY, and second record is Born Curious, and the first record is what earned me the reputation, the genre of feisty folk. And
I was going to ask you about that. I did see that in the about page of your Facebook. So we'll go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, feisty folk, people, as a musician, right? People ask you what kind of music you play, and it's such a hodgepodge now. And so feisty folk was granted, and really was pretty accurate.
That's a good
so.
one, though. That's a
pretty,
really good one.
I mean, what
I've
you
never
saw,
heard it.
was that
Yes,
was that
absolutely.
feisty folk?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you wouldn't think
absolutely.
it, but then when you hear it, you're like, that's it.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
unique. I've never heard that before.
So-
I mean, it rolls off the tongue, and I've never heard it, and
Feisty
it's
folk.
good.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. It's yours.
Yeah, so I made that first record, Enjoy, which was 12 original tracks, and that was my first album. Recorded it in PV and some in LA. And then I went to school for music therapy, had that music therapy business here, and worked with a lot of families, and they suggested I release a kids record. So I said, well, I'm only going to do it if it's something that I would listen to. So I was listening to Johnny Cash as a kids record, which many people don't know about, and all kinds of great artists, and I wanted to kind of join those ranks of making a kids record that adults would really like, and that's what Born Curious was. And so it's a lot of traditional folk songs, feisty folk for kids.
Well, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And now your third one is going to be coming out. We don't know when,
Yeah.
but you're in the
It'll be
middle
coming
of.
coming out soon.
Cool, and you're
Yeah.
excited about that.
Very excited. Yeah,
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And we're actually. I hope you don't mind, but we'll actually we'll play a song from the board of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
performance tonight,
Oh,
also
cool.
on the podcast. Just a little snippet of it so people can get a little taste.
Yeah,
of
I usually
it.
I only take about like a minute or so
Yeah.
or something.
Pick
yeah.
the best minute that I gave you.
Yeah, it's just a little tease for people out there to see what
Yeah,
Sarah's all
absolutely.
about, and what you can look forward to whenever you hear her album, whenever it does come out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And,
What about?
go ahead.
I was gonna say, what about the social media or websites that?
Yes,
where can they find you?
Well, Sara D Music, SARADEE, like nobody doesn't like Sara Lee, but with a D, as in David. What's the in Army? You know how they have A is Alpha and B is Bravo.
Yeah.
What's D?
I think Delta.
Delta. There we go.
yeah.
I'll be like Sara D as in Delta. But yeah,
People are gonna be searching
Sara
Sarah Delta. Sarah Delta.
exactly. Yeah, Sara D Music. So Instagram is at Sara D Music. Facebook, my website, all that Sara D Music. So
Awesome.
yeah, and if they hashtag search Sing Sarah Sing on Instagram, you can hear a bunch of videos of me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks for.
Yeah. So what we like to
That's
do is
awesome
we'd like to invite you to the studio when. When you want to come down, and
Yeah.
it could be when the record comes out, when you're ready to let us know the dates.
I would love to.
Yeah, and then we'll have a whole episode dedicated
Yeah.
to you, and
Hopefully a couple of songs that you can perform for
Oh
us.
yeah, I would love it.
All
yeah.
right, cool.
You guys are South Bay locals as well?
no.
No.
Yeah, we love to sit in traffic, so we come down here from he's from Altadena, I'm from Burbank, so
Oh, right.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
we love to sit in traffic. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. Let me tell you.
But we gig
really
everywhere,
fun.
so we
That's
gig
great.
here several times. So
Yeah.
we go anywhere the music takes us.
Yeah. I
But
don't
the
know what
stu-
you're doing with this.
But the studio we're in is in Altadena, so
Oh, is it?
yeah, we'd love to have you up there. We'll
Pasadena
schedule-
area.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's east of Pasadena. Is that
Actually,
right?
on the foothills of Pasadena.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in Pasadena,
you know.
you're like 2-3 miles away. And there you go.
Okay. Perfect. I've probably driven through there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure,
Close enough. Close
I
enough.
yeah,
So we'd love to have you, and
Thank you.
in the meantime, we'll hook up your social media, and we'll keep in touch,
Awesome.
and
Yeah, thank you so
we'll try
much.
to pry some dates out of you.
Yeah, I'm excited to check you guys out.
Yeah.
How did you get connected with Josh?
So we're actually in Josh's band. We played with Josh.
What?
Yeah, we've played with Josh for a couple of months now. Yeah, that's actually.
I wonder if I've seen you because you look kind of familiar.
Maybe.
Yeah.
we
Hold on,
played
let me
here at
strap
Saint
on a
Rocke.
guitar. And,
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, it's hard to see me. I'm the drummer, so I'm always behind. And
Drummers
when,
are always in the back.
And
Get
with
hit
Josh's band here, there's always about 9 people in front of me. So basically, there's like a wall of people, and it's me behind it. So
That's awesome.
you may or
It's
may
like a
not
Phil
have seen
Spector
me.
situation.
Yeah. So
yeah.
you may or may not have seen me. I'm the guy behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
nobody cares.
I'm the guy on the stage, but yet behind the scenes. You know.
Yeah,
like-
but the drummer holds it down, though.
Yeah, that's
Holds
okay.
it down.
though. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll definitely keep in touch.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for sure.
All right,
Thank you
cool.
guys
Thanks
Thanks
for
so
stopping
much,
by.
Sarah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Very
Okay, bye.
This is great. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Start off there.
We're now at the wrap up portion of the show here of the Tune Up and Jam podcast at Saint Rocke, joined by obviously the hosts of the night. Can I just say, not only 2 of the coolest, hippest cats that I can know, but 2 of the nicest people that you could ever meet too. Josh Arbour and Kara Lingman.
But don't
2 of
forget
the
talented.
coolest.
Don't forget talented.
Well, yeah, coolest,
That goes
hippest,
without-
talented.
that goes without saying.
That goes without saying. The cool and hip kind of covered that. But the 2 of the nicest people too, Josh Arbour and Karen Lingman. The assessment of the night. What do you think?
So much fun.
Yeah.
It's like where you finish each other's sentences.
Wow. Well, for the record, too, Sara D is with us. She's joining us for the
Sara's
wrap-up,
still
too.
with us,
I'm here. I'm like the creeper on the side right now.
She just got too comfortable on the couch with her guitar, and she's like, I'm not leaving. I'm going to hang.
Sarah had the coolest introduction, I think, out of everybody on stage.
Yeah, I really did.
We really brought the noise for her.
You sure did. Yeah.
Beatbox.
I found your guys' key and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I found the key and everything.
Yep.
F sharp minor.
That was nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, the beatbox. Who was the beatbox guy?
Oh, that's Nate Dunlap.
Nate Dunlap throws it down.
Yeah, throw it down, man.
Shout out to him.
Were we supposed to interview him also?
I mean,
I think he'll just
Did we
beatbox.
drop-
I don't think
did
you
we
need
drop
an
the
interview.
ball here?
no.
He actually doesn't talk.
He
He
does
doesn't.
not.
He only
He doesn't.
beatboxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's-
So
yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, no worries.
next time I'll bring my drum set and have a conversation with
Just
him like that.
emotions.
Yeah,
That
with
would
yeah,
probably be
drums
perfect.
and
Incredibly
beatboxing.
helpful.
I have to say, night number 2, absolutely amazing, incredibly talented artists that we had here tonight.
Wow. Right.
Really,
one
really
after
impressed.
the other was so different
Yeah.
from one another, but everybody just had this incredible energy. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
And as good as last week was, I think this week. I mean, it was even
Yeah.
better. I mean, it was
Oh.
really a good night. It's growing, and you can see the whole thing just coming together really nicely.
I was honestly shocked. I mean, we had promoted our butts off for this one for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to see all those people out here tonight was just like that was the positive energy. That's the vibes that we want for this because it just keeps us rolling. It makes it so much.
It was so great, and I think we're finding our stride in hosting these events and really showcasing these artists that are just so good, and everyone's so nice and humble and talented, and it's just it's amazing to experience that as a musician, but even more so as a fan. I mean, I think I was like hooting and hollering more than anybody.
Oh my gosh, I was getting down when Arejeigh came on.
I
Dude,
was-
I let my freak flag fly.
I was just about to
I was
ask
like,
you,
I'm gonna-
where did you guys hook up with Arejeigh, man? Because that was so cool. to bring-
Arejeigh, I heard, sort of do backup for a good buddy of mine, Zeal 11, who's performed here before as well. Shout out to Zeal. But
he sat in tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, he sat in tonight. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And so I heard him through Arejeigh through Zeal's set, and I was like, man, we got to hook up. Like, I want you to come on and do this. Like, it'd be a nice little because the goal of this is try to keep it as diverse as possible, with all
Absolutely.
different styles of music.
Yeah.
I mean, everything, because I grew up listening to R&B, hip hop, and it's a huge place in my heart for that. So to hear that tonight, I was like, yes, and it
Yeah.
was so refreshing.
It was the energy was great. It was something new. It was great. I'd love to see more of the different varieties of music coming in as you guys go through the next couple of weeks.
October is going to be incredible too. We got a couple hip hop artists coming in
Awesome.
October as well. So try to keep. I really want to make that.
Well, this is one thing we actually haven't covered on. How can somebody if they happen to hear this and they want to try to get
Right.
in here? How do
Oh.
they contact
Yeah,
you
they would
and
just-
get
yeah,
part of this?
Booking at josharbor.com, or if
Booking,
they want
or,
to find us on Facebook.
It's pretty easy. I mean, they can hit us up at booking@josharbor.com, or they can go to Facebook and just
Find us, yeah.
message you or me. And,
And
if
is
they
there
find
a,
my phone number, then text me. That might be weird, but I'll.
I think, too, if anybody, if you're
say
not
yes.
the artist, and if you know somebody who you think would be a great fit, or
Yeah.
who would give an opportunity, you should hit them up on behalf of your friend or somebody you know.
Yeah.
I mean, with these
absolutely.
events, what's so great about these events is just it's for networking. So so many
Right.
people have just come up tonight and they're like, hey, we want to do the next
Yeah.
event, and it's like, oh, well, we're already booked, but we're doing it for next month, and
It's like-
it's great to plan ahead, and it's just it's just such a great time to really get to know musicians on a different level and make it more of a community, because the South Bay has a bevy of great musicians, and we need to kind of make this more of a community, more of a culture that it's kind of lacking at the moment. And I think that hopefully events like this, we can bring more musicians together.
Yeah, bring it together. And we actually found out earlier when we had Peter on, Peter Knutson,
right,
who we had on last week. Also, he said he got to he did a sit-in with a gig with Chills, who were also on
right
from last
after
week.
that.
So
I mean,
this past Saturday they got
that's
together.
The beauty
so
of this, man.
right
And,
away, you got a little connection there.
It's like even
automatically.
Arejeig's set, like he had a little special guest vocalist, and now we're gonna link together and get her a spot up here. That's the community. That's the part of what makes music and what makes this whole thing so worth it.
Yeah, and the energy is really cool. I mean, it's really cool to feel a part of this grassroots effort here.
Yeah.
And the whole
already how
set
much it's growing.
that you did with Sarah, you guys sitting in, doing those.
Sarah, thanks for being such a good sport
much fun,
for us
yeah.
just bombarding your set.
Yeah.
Great. And I'd like to acknowledge your great use of the word bevy. What?
I got you. Bevy. Yeah. Bevy of musicians.
Anytime I can come in on
The vocabulary here is just hurting my head. So,
and you know what else? I've noticed more people have stuck around tonight, even after the show.
Yeah.
I mean, I think last week after the show, I mean, it wasn't too long and people started heading out, but people are still here hanging out. So it must have been a good time because people aren't realizing how late it is. So good night. Good night.
Yeah. And we've been surprisingly ending at the right time that we've been,
Yeah, we did it.
scheduled.
Yeah.
We scheduled it correctly this time. Last
like,
time was
like
a little
professionals.
But first, though, I do want to take just a
Yeah.
quick moment to say that there was an artist who couldn't make it out tonight, Danny Hamilton, but he will be back out here next week.
Cool.
His son had a 102-degree fever, so wasn't really feeling too well, so he wanted to stay and take care of his son, which is awesome. But but he will be back next week, and I'm really excited. He's an incredible singer-songwriter. Just wanted to plug him really quick.
Cool. Is there anybody else who's up for next week off the top of your head?
We have a great singer-songwriter. There's a girl named Allie Quinn in Veronica from Gorgeous Got a Gun. Both these women are just great songwriters and have great voices. One is more folky. Allie's more folky, and then Veronica is more like rock and roll. So it'll be a cool thing to see it stripped down.
And we got Amanda Dolan, who crazy enough, like her and I performed. I mean, this has been the circuit when Sara, Nate, Hugh DeFrance, like we all used to gig out a lot, and Amanda would sing backup vocals for my stuff. So if you go into the archives of soundcloud.com/jarbour, you can find the archives. You can find some old songs that Amanda and I both sang on. She's an incredible vocalist, like just unbelievable. Will blow you away.
So a lot of these artists are people that you guys have known from the past or have played with in the past.
Yeah, it's sort of
and
just like the way serendipitous, like that we all sort of reconnected with one another is
very cool.
Unbelievable.
Very cool.
And a lot of these musicians we've actually met here through Saint Rocke, which is
Yeah.
like all of us sitting here we met through Saint Rocke. So this is a real good good hub to meet new peeps.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Saint Rocke. I don't think we've given enough love to Saint Rocke for allowing this to happen, for hosting this, and for
And so
being a part of this.
So to recap, this showcase is called Sound Collective, hosted by Josh Arbour and Kara Lingman. So it's Tuesday nights in September, possibly going into October. But folks, you need to come out here.
We're going through October.
Through October. So it's 8 to 11 Tuesday nights. It's free, everyone. If you want to check out and discover some great new artists, it's free.
Free 9 to 5.
Free 95. So check it out, Saint Rocke. Any last plugs before we wrap it up? I heard a last call shout out. So.
Shout out to Tune Up and Jam.
Tune Up and Jam.
Hey, can we do a little jingle for Tune Up and Jam?
Okay.
Like just like a.
Do I have my key whistle?
Bum, 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 bum,
Tune Up and Jam.
That was awesome.
We'll make a new jingle every time. How about
Cool.
that?
All right.
I love it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Thank you
Till
guys.
next
We're out.
time.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
guys.
All right,
Bye.
bye.